Marcus, Kettering Town manager, thanks very much for giving me a couple of minutes. 3-2, a late goal. What was your thoughts after that game?
Certainly after the penalty miss, I'm thinking it's either going to be Tuesday. When you come into the FA Cup, you're always looking at staying in, making sure that you're in the hat in hook or by crook. And I felt Leek did very well today. They made life very difficult for us. I felt most of the game we were in the ascendancy, but certainly if we switched off, we were punished, with certainly two great strikes from your free kick and the second half goal. And then there was a little phase where JJ was causing us a bit of bother, and we had to kind of nullify yourselves. But I'm in a fortunate position. I've got some strength up top, and one-on-ones will hurt people. And if you're not doubling up somewhere, we will get the break. And someone like Aaron Connor breaking through, I've seen him for about 10 years scoring goals like that.
Well, I thought it was a great game. There was obviously a contentious moment towards the end with the penalty. The penalty was missed, so it didn't actually affect the course of the game, but some might argue that the concentration of the elite lads a little bit after that. What were your thoughts on that penalty?
It's the new rule, isn't it? It's very contentious because I could have stopped. I think if you've recorded the game and you stopped it every time you felt holding, either way, then I think it'd be a very boring game because it'd be stopping and starting. I mean, really, your free kick that you've had, they're both fighting. Both hold. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I felt the ref saw the back end of James holding on to him when the lads held him previously, and we've got punished that way. So it's a tough rule to manage. You can't in football. Unfortunately, you can't do things retrospectively because personally, I think the higher they go, you got to do financial matters or point deduction because there's that many. And the only way you're going to stop that is if a team has been caught 10 times in 90 minutes, you've got to punish them that way because the ref can't see everything. He spotted that one, but I think if you went through the video, I think you'll find another 150.
I'd quite agree. You summarise that very well. Most of us are Stoke City supporters around here, so higher profile. It's happened to Ryan Shawcross recently.
Yes, exactly. With your previous manager, he probably wanted more of that, though.
Absolutely. Finally, there's a prize, obviously financial reward for FA Cup success. I take it Kettering no different to any other non-league club. It's very important for.
Oh, massively. It's hard to run football clubs. You're always looking to improve on the field, off the field, and anywhere where you can get an extra sum of money. Hence why the FA Cup brings out the kind of fixtures you've had today. People hang in there. There's a dream for the players, the long term where you can go. And I've seen clubs totally change them. I was fortunate to be with Tamworth and got to the third round and seen what it did for the club there. And it's without rubbing salt in the wound, it's fantastic. And if we're the lucky one, it could be a 3 or 4 rounds time. We'll probably look at that last 2 minutes at Leek was the difference.
Marcus, you're a gentleman. Thanks very much for speaking to us.
No, and well done on the pitch. Came here with Chase down, and I'm mightily impressed with the work that you've done. Fantastic.
Well, thanks very much. Thank you. And thanks once again for just giving us a couple of minutes after the game. I guess you're disappointed.
Yeah, really disappointed with the end result. I think looking out at the game, it was quite evenly contested really. I think wasn't a great deal of quality throughout the game, but in spells I think they played some good stuff. Kettering, they got some good lads going forward, and they looked a bit vulnerable at the back. I think we could have probably exploited that a bit better, but I think we scored 2 goals that are quite good, to be fair. Geordie's finish off the free kick get us back in at half time, 1 apiece. We thought then we'd probably have a chance then for get ourselves back into the game and go on and win it. Obviously the second half went a bit scrappy. I think for the first 20 minutes neither side looked like they were going to go on and win the game, and then I think their centre midfielders had a good strike of the ball that's gone through a crowd, and it's a good finish, to be fair, and that sort of released a bit of the tension, I think, and both sides then went on for have a go, and then our equaliser, I think, was a really good goal, really worked well, 1 and 2 touch, and then a great finish by Gracie, and I thought we'd get one last chance for possibly nick it, and then we had a bit of a snap shot at the end by Toby, which was saved by the keeper, and then obviously the refs I think just killed the game really for us. It was never a penalty that he's given against Chadders. It's maybe just cost the lads a bit of concentration there, and obviously 2 minutes later they go on and score the winner. So frustrating day for us, but we've said to them we've got to dust ourselves down now. We've picked up quite a few little knocks and niggles today, so we'll have a week together and prepare for Shore Lane, which will be a tough game.
I've got to ask you, you've mentioned it, the penalty. I mean, we've seen one or two of these high-profile decisions. Obviously Stoke, something similar in recent weeks. For me, it's never a penalty. It's never a penalty. I've had a good view of it.
Yeah.
If you're giving them, you're giving one or two a game. And
I think, I mean, if you're giving penalties, there's fouls all over the pitch every minute the game's played, really. I think at the end of the day, I mean, they've had 2 or 3 challenges throughout the game where possibly could have been a booking. We've had one with Tom France, he's booked him straight away. So inconsistent from the ref. I think he's been poor all day. The officials have, to be fair. And then, like I say, forgive a penalty like that as well. And such an important game, he's got to be 100% there. And I think it's nothing more than both of them were having a little tug at one another, but it's nothing to warrant a penalty, I don't think. No,
I absolutely agree with you there. I suppose disappointing financially as well. I'm not wishing to rub it in any further, but it's
obviously, I mean, it's important for the club, but it's one of them things. I mean, like I say, it's football and it's sickening, really. I mean, the lads were gutted at the end, and obviously we've conceded another 3 goals, which isn't great for us. But like I said, we've got to dust ourselves down now and come back and concentrate on the league now for the next couple of weeks. And then we'll have the FA Trophy to look forward to in the coming week, so that'll be something that we can possibly have a little go at and hopefully progress a little bit further.
And frustrations from Donners, I guess, red card, that's...
Well, yeah, I mean, the ref, to be fair, should expect that. I mean, he's just given a penalty 2 minutes ago, and then obviously we concede 2 minutes later. I mean, tensions are high, and I mean, it means a lot to us, not just to the lads that are playing, but obviously to the management staff as well. We want to win games, and I think just a bit of common sense at times from the officials, just for just toning it down a little bit and just crack on with the game. But disappointed, he's disappointed himself really for getting a red card. But like I say, I mean, the ref's been poor all day, so I don't need to get started on that. So.
And that's good enough for me. Thanks very much for giving me a few minutes.
No worries.
You're a gent, thanks.
Cheers.